Most men do not like curly hair. They like long, loose waves or straight. Curly hair is too big. It's too much. It takes away from your beauty.
All people are kind of coming for Sheraseven. It's not like they're coming for her or they're dragging her. But most black women, or some black women that have coily hair, that are on braids, that have their natural hair on, are kind of, using a sound to tell her that she's wrong. And what did Sheraseven say? She's like, you look very, no, you kind of man you want to approach, or there's different kind of man that will come to you if you're on your afro, you're on your coily big wig, those coily, very nice big hair. That the kind of men that I approach is not the kind of men that she's preaching for you, like the kind of rich men, sophisticated men. Those are not the kind of men that you will see. And she gave reason, because if you're take your time applying makeup on your face, and the next thing you're on braids, like just like my braids is so big, and I left my braids like this, I left my braids like this, and I'm on like a very full face makeup. You're not really going to pay attention to my face. What you're going to do is pay attention to my hair, because my hair has already taken all the old space. So she was like, if you have like a very slim, bob wig, or a straight hair, or kind of wavy hair, but in a very not so loud, people pay or the kind of man you want to attract, the kind of wealthy man you want to attract, will see your hair or will see your face, and not your hair is not going to draw attention to it, if that makes sense.
Most men do not like curly hair. They like long, loose waves or straight. Curly hair is too big. It's too much. It takes away from your beauty. If you spent an hour in the mirror, do your makeup, and then you have this massive curliness going on, they're not going to see none of this. All they're going to see is this. That's all they're going to see, the hair. This is all they're going to see. All they're going to see is your hair. They're not going to be focused on you. Okay. So the hair should be simple and sleek. Men with money want you to fit into their environment, and big curls and braids don't fit in. That's just how it is. I know people are proud of their hair. It's long. It's natural. Yes. I don't want to damage it. Of course you don't. That's why you buy a wig. That way, when you're done with that date, you can take it right on off and go back to who you are. I'm wearing a wig right now. Yes. And when I'm done, I'll take it right off. Well, this is my hair, and then this is the wig back here. You see, you can do a half wig. You can get a wig the same texture as your hair, pull some out in the front, make it a half wig, and look natural.
Well, I will not see, when it comes to Sheraseven, yeah, for me, I feel like the kind of preaching that she preach, if you don't get it, you don't get it. Okay? And if you want to actually be taking notes, writing what Sheraseven is saying, and you want to really take note and be saying, okay, tick, tick. She's preaching like financial, what I put it, like you just want to make money. And for me, I don't see anything wrong with natural hair or in fact, I feel like women look, in fact, me personally, I feel like I look prettier with braids, especially the slip braids. They call it Ghana weaving where I'm from. If I have like the slip down braids, like all back, or the ones that comes up like this, I feel like I look very pretty compared to when I'm on wig, right? Natural hair, I'm not really, I just started bringing out my natural, you guys know, there's no time I brought out my natural hair and I did video. I just want to start bringing out my natural hair, because I don't really like my natural hair. I don't take care of my natural hair, so I don't really know much about natural hair, right? But when I see other people with their natural hair, I'm like, oh, it's so pretty. I don't see anything wrong in it. In fact, I feel like that kind of impression or that kind of talk will make people that have the natural hair to want to not bring it out, right? Because they don't want to attract a certain kind of people. And then I went to the comment section of that particular video, and some people were like, yeah, it's true. When I'm on braids, when I'm on my natural hair, I attract some certain kind of men. When I'm on a particular color of wig, I attract some certain kind of men. When I'm on a short colored, like, your hair actually tells a lot with the kind of people that will approach you. So my own is, if you are following Sheraseven, if you're listening to her, because not everybody agrees with Sheraseven. I know it's not everybody that agrees with her. A lot of people don't agree with her. why some agree with her, right? So if you're part of people that agree with her and you want to actually follow her back to back with the kind of men that she's talking about, the kind of wealthy men and all of that, they might want you to be on those kind of hair, or they might see you as you're being, put together and all of that on those kind of hair. But I feel like it's kind of shaming black women with their hair. So you're trying to say that because I have afro hair, I cannot just pack my hair like the way sovereign woman packs her hair. God, her hair is so pretty. So she cannot just pack her hair like that and go out and expect to meet some kind of wealthy man. For me, I personally don't see, if you cannot take me for who I am, then you're not for me. Okay, so I don't see anything wrong with it. Or because I'm on braids now and I meet some. No, I don't. Me personally, I don't like agree with her in that kind of pattern. But she might, with the kind of, because I don't really listen to her much, so I don't know the kind of men that she's preaching. So if you're following her back to back, maybe you should pay attention to her so you can meet the kind of men she's telling you.
Comment section in this video is very interesting because people are saying, well, Shera's advice is wrong because this is my experience. And as far as that goes, we have to remember that when people giving advice, even as logical as they think they being, it's still filtered through their lens. And when I say a lens, that is like your subconscious beliefs, the things that has happened to you when you was a child, your personal beauty ideals, or experiences that have occurred in your life. They all form this like lens, and it's almost like the way that you look through life. And Shera's older than me, not that much older than me, but she's older than me. And it does not surprise me that her beauty standards on hair, makeup, etc. I grew up in the 90s, all right? So my beauty standards were simple makeup, straight natural hair, anybody that was in a mint condition video. Anybody that was in a Tony video. Myra, Family Matters. I wanted to be her so bad. Shanice, that's what I grew up with. But Shera is different. Somebody that grew up in the 80s, straight hair may be a thing. Like that may have been what they consider upper echelon, or what they consider the highest form of beauty standards.
Can you believe what Sheraseven said about natural curly hair? It was so anti-black. Yes, I can believe it. And why can't you? And why are we mad? Look, I thoroughly enjoy my natural hair. I am in love with it and nobody could stop me from loving myself like that. I don't dibble dabble in the Sheraseven factory because she's not for me. Her advice is crazy. That's not the lifestyle that I want to live, so I don't deal with that. But even as somebody who doesn't follow her, I've heard of her enough, and I'm sure most of you guys have heard of her enough and the kind of advice that she gives to understand who she is and what she promotes. Since when did we decide that Sheraseven was going to be the politically and socially correct person to follow? Has there ever been a time this woman gave you guys advice and you thought to yourself, well, that is ethically and morally correct. That is the right thing to do. If Jesus was walking this earth, that is exactly what he would do. So why are we surprised as a community that Sheraseven would say that? Sheraseven is not trying to change the game. She's playing it how it's given to her. Shera's teaching you how to pimp yourself. If the kind of men Shera pursues has these kind of anti-blackness rhetorics or these colorist or like racist mindset, she's going to do what she needs to do to gain their attention anyway. She's going to do what she needs to do to get what she wants because she doesn't want love. She doesn't want peace on earth. She doesn't want women's rights. She's not one of these people. So why are we pretending that she was? Somebody who's trying to change the game would probably be like, okay guys, learn to love yourself, black women. Learn to love your skin, love your facial features, love everything about you. That's not Shera. And why the fuck did you think that that was her? It's not really the end of the world that the woman who's known for giving socially and morally destructive advice to people had said something socially and morally destructive things about people. Life goes on. Your hair is beautiful. Do whatever you want. Also, my eyes are red because I was taking a shower, a very long one. The gardening club is closed until further notice.
So Sheraseven made a video where she said that women who wear their hair like big and curly, which was code for wearing their hair natural, because she's talking to black women because no other group of people would take her seriously. Women who wear their hair natural and women who wear braids attract dusties. I'm just gonna ask the question, okay? If you are a disciple who follows the teachings of Sheraseven, Sprinkle Sprinkle, does her advice work?
Back in about 2018, I used to consume a lot of Shera's content. I think I can give a stab at your question. I will tell you the answer to this question is not going to be a feel-good answer. It's not going to make it more digestible, and it's not going to make it to where you might have a better level of respect for her. I can get how y'all won't understand a lot of the things that she says, because on TikTok, y'all tend to get bits and pieces of what she's saying without a lot of context. But Shera says you want to avoid wearing your natural hair, no nails, no makeup, not being dressed up, and you are looking for a high value man. Now, when she speak about a high value man, she is not speaking about a man of morals and integrity. She is strictly speaking of the financials and what's in that man's pocket. So keep that in mind. According to Shera, the goal is to get to the bag so that you can get to the bag. She's a big proponent on getting money and getting yourself together and propelling yourself, so you don't necessarily need a man, but she feels that men should be the ones paying for it. Follow me. Shera feels that when a man sees you without hair, nails, and braids, and natural hair, it will make you more attractive to the man that she does not consider a high value man or a dusty. When I first heard it, I was a little off put. Again, I wear my natural hair, I wear braids, so I was a little put off as well. But once you start talking to men, and I almost hate to bring them into it because they're like candy men. Once you say their name 3 times, here they go in the comments. But once you start really speaking to them about women and how women present themselves, in a way, they kind of confirm what she says. If you talk to most men and you ask them, what is it about women who don't wear makeup and all the things and all the fixing? What is it about them that they are attracted to? A lot of them will say, maybe paraphrase, they might not say these exact words, but they'll say some variation of the fact that these women are low maintenance. And when you really get down to what they mean by low maintenance, they're not speaking about the physicality of maintenance, like going to go get your waxes and get your nails done, because a lot of them like a woman that's well manicured. They don't mind you going out and getting those things done. They just mind paying for it. And then some of them feel that those things are attributes of women who tend to ask for money or tend to expect monetary things from men that they are dating or they are married to. Now, keep in mind, Shera's teachings, I'm just going to use the word teach, are so that you can attract what she calls a high value man. So if your goal is to seek a man that has the money and that is willing to spend it on you, you don't want to present yourself as a woman, so to speak, who is not seeking that. But that's the way that she feels. Yeah, I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong, because I'm still wear my natural hair and I'm still wear my braids. But that's the thought process behind it.
I feel like if you're trying to be changing who you are, like, okay, because you're going out, you have to always put on your wigs and cover your natural. For people that have beautiful natural hair, like a lot of ladies came out with their very fine natural hair. I'm like, oh God, when? So you're telling me I will have this fine hair and I'm going to pack it because I want to meet a classy man that always want me to be on a sleek, straight down, or I'm not going to do braids because I want to meet a certain kind of man. For me, I don't. I don't agree with it. Like, no. But then she has her own audience and she has a message she's passing. So if, and I say if you are listening to her back to back, you're taking note, because I always see videos of women say, things I learned from Sheraseven, I apply these things and it works for me. I kind of agree with some things she talked about and all of that. So in short, most things she talked about, I kind of agree with it, because most of the time when it comes to this dusty men and you just don't collect money from them, you're going to lose both ways. Okay, so I kind of agree with most things she says, but if you're actually taking note and you're applying what she's saying back to back, maybe you should apply. But then if you love your natural hair and you're going out with your natural hair and you don't apply those things she says, you're just a very neutral person, I don't think there's anything wrong with a black woman flaunting her natural. In fact, I feel like it kind of make black women have low self-esteem. Like where I'm from here, there's a lady that went viral, a Nigerian celebrity that went viral when she was saying that. I kind of think that we talked about it. I think so. I think 2 years or last year. She was saying that you cannot go to a party with your natural hair. Like if you are a friend and she invites you to a party, why would you wear your natural hair to a party? You're supposed to put on a laced wig. You're supposed to be laced like wig. Your bone straight supposed to be boning and all of that. And people came for her like, what do you mean I can't wear my natural hair to a party? And people with beautiful natural hair came out and like, in fact, I was the hair that was on her hair cannot stand some women's natural hair. So there's nothing wrong with putting on your natural hair. Our coily hair, there's nothing wrong with it. In fact, there is also a coily wig. I have those kind of wig that are very bulky like that. There's some kind of outfits and location you want to go that when you put on those wig and you just put like a very light makeup, probably a red lipstick and all that, and you're good to go. So you can't say that a particular hair will only attract some. So if everybody is on that same hair like that, I don't know, Sha. What is your take on that conversation? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section respectfully. And thank you all so much for tuning in today's video. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and turn on the post notification bell to get notified once I upload another interesting video. And I'll see you all in my next video.